Hello and welcome to The Market Bull. I'm Rebecca Marsh, and today in the studio we're joined by Tony Greenaway, the Managing Director at TREO Energy Minerals. Tony, thank you so much for your time today.
Great, thanks for having me in again.
Now, auger drilling results at the Tunas Project have returned some impressive early rare earth grades. Just talk us through these.
Yeah, so look, this is the first program we've done, the following up on the soils that we did. It was only a hand auger, so we went in there just to have a bit of a look at the soil profile and see what it was going to look like. So just 13 odd holes we drilled with, and managed to get down to depths of 10 metres, so pretty impressed by that. The guys did a great job with the hand auger. What we got back was some really nice numbers. So where we got down to the base of the saprolite, just above the fresh rock, what we saw was a real accumulation of rare earths in that layer, which is what we wanted to see. We're logging nice clays down there on that contact, and some good rare earth numbers in there. So intersections like 5-6 metres at 1500 ppm, and some grades over 2,500 in individual metres. So really happy with that first result. Yeah, a good follow-up from the soils that we did.
So Tony, TREO Energy has confirmed the project lies within the same geological setting that hosts several of Brazil's most notable ionic clay deposits. Why is this so important?
Yeah, look, it's a really good question, and whilst we've still got to do some test work, some leaching test work to confirm that the rare earths are weakly bonded to those clays, the importance, I guess, is that they're easy to process if you've got ionic clays. But that said, there are a number of different deposits in Brazil. There's some hard rock, very high grade, rare earth deposits, and the lower grade, obviously, but easy to process ionic clays. And given where we are within the calc-alkaline intrusion that we're sitting on, and our rare earths associated with those clays at the base of the saprolite, we think we've got a more weakly bonded type deposit there. But as I said, we've got to do the test work first just to confirm that.
So what's the next phase of exploration at Tunas, and what sort of news flow can investors look forward to for the remainder of 2025?
So look, we're going to go back in and follow up that auger program with a bit more of a systematic test. So as I said, we just used a hand auger to get in there quickly with the team there, but it was hard work getting down to those depths, and not all holes got down to that layer. So what we're going to do now is get a power auger in and just do a systematic grid pattern over the top of the whole area now that we've confirmed that the target is there, and that we do have those nice clay associated rare earths. We'll do that systematic test work, so that's coming up in the next few weeks. We'll kick that off, and then results coming back in from that. And then based on those results, we'll see where we go from there. Maybe we'll do some geophysics or then some deeper drilling. But the first step for us next is that systematic test to make sure we get those holes down to depth.
Tony Greenaway of TREO Energy Minerals, thank you so much for joining us today on The Market Bull.
Thanks for having me.